This is directed at any biological man that wants to be in private women's spaces, to include our locker rooms, restrooms, and changing spaces. It's a hard pass. Sarah McBride doesn't get a say in this. If you're a biological man, you shouldn't be in women's restrooms, period, full stop, end of story.
So to that end, like, just Sarah McBride, you think should not?
He or she does not get a say in this at all. This is about protecting women and girls, and if we can't do it here, we can't do it anywhere. And biological men should not be in the locker room, should not be in changing rooms, should not be in our restrooms either. And I'm going to be standing in the brink, standing in his or her way, putting a stop to this insanity and this nonsense. She doesn't get a say. This is about real women and women's rights. And the far left, radical left, they want to erase women and women's rights, and I'm not going to let them.
Would you want Sarah McBride then to use the men's restroom outside of the changing room?
She was born a biological male. She should use the men's restroom. That's how it should work.
How would what's the mechanism for checking who's qualified to use the ladies' room then? Like, just sort of generally. Obviously, Sarah McBride has identified herself as a trans person, but what would be the, like, I guess
here's the deal. Biological men shouldn't be in women's private spaces, period. End of story.
So this is specifically because Sarah McBride is coming in Congress.
That and more. So, I mean, if we can't do it here, we can't do it anywhere. I've been strong on women's rights for several years now, and it's time to make sure that we protect women and girls everywhere. And it doesn't stop here with me tonight. I've been working on these issues for a long time.
What reaction have you gotten from your public colleagues?
Positive. I've got a lot of people that want to sign on and co-sponsor the resolution. And I will file it again in the next Congress. So I'm putting the marker down tonight.
What are you expecting to vote on this?
I don't know. It'll be up to leadership.
Have you had any conversations with leadership about it?
Absolutely.
Do you plan to talk with Sarah McBride about it?
Sarah McBride doesn't get a say. I mean, this is a biological man. He does not belong in women's spaces, women's bathrooms, locker rooms, changing rooms, period, full stop. I am not going to allow that kind of thing to happen, not up here on the Capitol and not anywhere across the country.
But are you going after a marginalized person here?
Sarah McBride doesn't get a say in this. This is a biological man trying to force himself into women's spaces, and I'm not going to tolerate it. You have the radical left that are trying to erase women and erase women's rights. I'm the first woman to graduate from the Citadel, the Military College of South Carolina. If some guy in a skirt came by and said, no, that's my achievement, I'm going to be there and standing in the way and saying, hell no. I'm not going to allow men to erase women or women's rights. And I'm going to be standing up here. I will file this again next congressional session. Sarah McBride doesn't get a say. This is about women. This is about girls. This is about our rights and being protected in our private spaces. I don't want to see a man in a women's restroom. That's not a thing, and it's not going to be a thing up here. It's not going to be a thing anywhere across the country either. Thank you so much.
The resolution
Sarah
also.
McBride. But to that end, doesn't